Today, let's have a go at making LilyPad, the new character from Toy Story 5. So I'm going to start with some chocolate cake. I cheated and used like a packet mix for this one, but you know what, it actually was really nice. It's pretty much like rectangles with a little bit cut off the top, and then I've added some green layers of buttercream in between. I've tried to cut my layers really thin so that I could put more layers of buttercream in, so that when we cut it, it's got like a few layers, just to make it a little bit more interesting to look at inside. And then once I've done that, I am going to cover the whole thing in ganache. So I've kept the shape really simple. I was going to add LilyPad's eyes in cake, and then I thought, do you know what? They risk kind of falling off the cake, snapping off. So I'm going to just kind of do those bits in icing later. But I'm going to smooth this down the best I can, just using my palette knife and my scraper to try and get some nice straight edges. And then we're going to cover the whole thing in some fondant. I'm going to use the Saracino stuff. Guys, I do have a discount code for the Saracino products. I'll put it on screen and I'll put it below the video as well. Okay, so we've rolled it out. I've not rolled it super thin because I want the character to look quite a bit like what it does in the movie. So it has got like a bit of thickness to it. But we will cut a lot of this out. So you can see I've made myself a template, and then we're kind of drawing around it, but not with a pen, with a Dresden tool, sort of making an indentation, and then I am going over that with a knife to cut it out. I find it easier to press an indentation in first before cutting. Okay, so next let's work out those eyes. So I'm just looking for a circle cutter that's about the right size, and we're just going to press it in. And this is another reason I didn't want to roll that fondant too thin, because I don't want to cut out the first circle. It's just an indentation, and then the second circle we can then remove. We'll do the same with the other eye, and then let's press in the marks for the mouth. So this one's quite smiley and happy. I wanted it to look like a nice friendly character, I believe, in the movie. I mean, I haven't seen the movie, so I could be wrong, but I believe she's maybe like the bad guy. I'm maybe saying the wrong thing by saying bad guy. But yeah, I still wanted to make her look kind of friendly by having a nice smiley expression. So I'm just adding some details with like some small ball tools. I think these ones are actually like nail art tools, but obviously I bought these ones for cake decorating. And then any other details like just lines, I'm just pressing in with my Dresden tool. I'm trying to do it quickly before the fondant has time to dry, because I don't want it to get too hard, because if I try running these lines through once it's starting to set, it will sort of drag and crack a little bit. So we're removing a big rectangle from the middle, which is where the screen's going to be. So even though the icing was thick, we're kind of losing a lot of it now. So hopefully there shouldn't be too much on the cake by the time we've finished. And what I'm going to do is for the screen, we're going to roll layers of blue in different shades of blue. I'm going to try and squish them together. So I am looking at an image of her on the computer to try and get it to look a bit like she does in the movie, and just making sure that it fits, or is slightly bigger than that rectangle that we've cut out. So can you see I've kept that so that I could use it as a template. And then let's cut this out, and I'm hoping it's thinner. Yep, okay, I'm holding it against the green. Just needs to be a bit thinner. It actually wasn't the first time around. I had to roll it twice to get it thinner. Now I am going to have to put more fondant on. So really thin, go really, really thin with a backing layer of green. Now I considered doing it without this backing layer, but I was a bit worried that because these are separate pieces that are going in for like the screen on the tummy, and then the eyes will go in separate, that actually they might not stick together. Although I could have just stuck them straight on the cake, and then I probably wouldn't have needed this kind of background layer. And then for the eyes, I want them to look kind of dome-like. So I've rolled out some white fondant, and I'm using the cutter, the same size that I used to cut out the hole. And I put a clear like food bag over the top, and it kind of made it domed, but it also made it quite creased. So I had to try and rub those creases out. And then the other alternative was to just not use the bag, which just meant I could kind of round the edges off with my fingers, which actually was easier in the end. So I'm just sticking those in place with some water. Oh, I think she looks great already. I think she's a she. It's a while since I've watched the adverts for the movie. Okay, so same size cutter again. We're going to make some like little eyelids. We're going to also have some white that's rolled really thin. We're going to take a couple of small circles, and the same in black, but with bigger circles. And these are going to be like the parts that fit on her eye. And while I've got that rolled out, let's cut some really thin strips, as thin as I can go with it. And then let's get all these in place on her face. And the eyelid is going to go on the bottom of her eye. I'm thinking now, maybe I should have done her with the angry looking eyes that she has on a lot of the images when I Googled her. But no, we've gone for this way now. and that thin black line, can you see, just goes along the top edge. Then I've got this circle black pupil going in, and then that smaller white dot as well for like the little highlight in each eye. Now I've got some more black that's really thinly rolled, and I'm just pressing it over the mouth, and can you see, you can see the indentation of the edge. So I'm just going to press in that a little bit more, and then I'm going to cut that. Now I haven't stuck any water or anything in, and it has kind of stuck, but you can put water in just to make sure. I'm going to use a tiny bit of pink, and we're going to kind of roll it and squish it into a heart or a bean shape. I'm not sure the best shape to describe this. And then we're going to push that in the bottom of the mouth area. Next, I'm going to cut some more thin black strips, and these are just going to go around the outside edge of the screen part of her. I did say screen, not scream. I realised, like, my accent's bad and you can't always tell the words that I'm saying. Okay, I've got the joins in the corners because they're going to be covered up by her feet shortly. And then I've got a slightly darker shade of green, but I don't think it's actually very obvious. I kind of wish I'd coloured it a little bit darker than this. And I've rolled it fairly thin, not super thin though. And then we're just kind of pressing it. Can you see on this edge? So it looks like the chunky part of like the, I don't know, do you call her a console? Is she a console? I don't know. Oh, tablet, that's the word I'm looking for, tablet. Okay, so just adding a few more details now. It is starting to firm up a bit, so I found it quite tricky to get these in. I just spent too long with it. Also, it was really cold in the house when I was doing this, and I find that a lot of like the paste I work with when it is really cold does firm up quite quickly. I can't wait for warmer weather. Okay, and let's do a little strip along the bottom, and then I'll just repeat the same on the other side. Okay, so next, some feet. And I'm not convinced I'm going to be able to do all four the same, but we start with a teardrop. I'll kind of squish it down a little bit, but not too much because I want these to be quite chunky. I'm going to use an oval cutter. Technically, my cutter is a circle that I broke and squished into an oval. So we're cutting two of those out, shortening each kind of bit of the toe area, and then kind of the end bit where I've cut it. I'm trying to squish that down into a bit of a ball shape, which was easier on some toes than on others. And then I think she's got a little marking just on that bit. And then let's stick these in place, all four of them. And then let's just go with some wording on the screen. I didn't freehand the writing because my writing is terrible. I got this off an image online and made myself a template for this. Okay, so our cake. Our cake is still just ganached. I'm going to cover these sides first. I won't worry about the bottom, but we've stood it up. It should be firm enough to stand up because I've ganached like front, back, sides. I've done every side of it. But because she's so thick with fondant on the front, I want to try and get it thin on the sides and on the back. I'm just going to cut it so it's level with the front and the back. I don't want the fondant to stick out. Thin layer on the back. And again, I'm just going to try and cut this so it's level with all the edges. Now, I am using piping gel to stick all this on, and she is pretty firm because the order of my video is actually different to what I've shown you. I actually made the LilyPad front before I ganached the cake, but I should have told you that earlier, guys. But there you go. Okay, I think she looks great. I'm pretty happy with her. I know she's fairly basic. I'm just trying to work out where to put my other characters with her. So you might have seen last week I made Mr. Potato Head. Well, in the video, you would have seen it last week. I actually made them at the same time. He's a cake as well, which you can see on here. And I'm also, or have made, Jessie. At this stage in the video, she's not complete, but in real life, she's actually complete now. So I was just trying to work out whereabouts to place her because I think I've made her a bit scary looking with her eyes, you know, in the direction she's looking in and stuff. There she is, finished. So keep an eye out for Jessie because she will be next week's video. But in the meantime, all that's left to do is to cut into LilyPad and see if we can see all those layers that I put in earlier. And I always make cutting a cake look like such hard work. Okay, there it is inside. Or not quite as neat as I would have liked the layers to be, but I'm fairly happy with it. It smells really strong of chocolate, this one. Okay guys, thanks for watching and hopefully you'll tune in again for next week's video.